Damien King was born in 1859. He is Jasmine and Eugene King's second child. Much like his sister, Damien was well educated. He enjoyed reading, writing, and board games. When he was a little older, he would spend time with his friend Keaton. They were best friends. When Keaton started seeing his sister, Damien focused more on his studies. He wanted to go to college for writing to become an author. When he wasn't studying, he played chess at the park. That was when he met Zion. He was already studying at the university. They became very close. Damien was enrolled the next year. He would often study with Zion. He really liked him. They had a lot of fun together. Despite their fun, Damien never missed an assignment. They were excellent scholars. After he graduated, Damien often babysat for his sister and brother-in-law. He adored his niece, so watching her wasn't a problem. She was an easy baby to look after. After putting her to bed, he had some time to himself. He spent that time with Zion while waiting for his sister to get back. Soon the morning arrived, and Annie and her husband were nowhere to be seen. Damien continued to watch his niece, thinking they'd return later. But after some hours, he started to worry. Zion came over and told him that his brother-in-law was found shot in town. Damien immediately went to his parents' house to break the news, but they had already heard. The most concerning part was no one knew where Annie was. They started a search to find her. The whole town helped, but there was no sign of Annie anywhere. As the weeks passed, people lost hope in finding her. Damien would not rest until he knew his sister was safe. He spent so much time trying to solve the mystery of her case that it began consuming him. It was all he focused on. It got so bad that he pushed Zion away. Damien spoke to Annie's friends, hoping that they knew something. Most were clueless, but one recalled a man that followed them after a disagreement one night. They had all brushed it off since, but Damien had found his lead. After getting a good description, he asked around until he got a name and address. Damien knocked at the front door, not knowing what to expect. When there was no response, he decided to look around back. He noticed one of the windows had been boarded up. While the other rooms were dark, that one had a light on. Damien went back to the front to try and get inside, but the door was locked. Realizing he needed help, he left to get some. Later that day, he returned with 2 officers. When they got there, the door was unlocked. They went ahead and searched the place. After checking all the rooms, they found nothing out of the ordinary. With no evidence to continue, the officers left. At that point, they were making plans to close Annie's case. Damien still couldn't shake off his suspicion. He looked around for some sort of clue of his sister's presence. He remembered the window that was boarded outside and realized there was a hidden room. The door was weak enough to bust through. He wasn't expecting to find what he did. It was clear that someone was being held in that room. But Damien was too late. His sister was gone.